I'm gonna start this video with a little update, so if you want to get into the video straight away, you can skip to this timestamp. Okay, so my channel just received a strike and my most popular video was taken down due to copyright. So at this point, I'm not sure how much longer this channel has left to live. I've made a backup channel that has the same name as this one in case this one gets deleted, so subscribe to that one because that is where I'll be posting videos if this one is taken down. Hopefully everything ends up okay. If I do get banned, then I'll let everybody know what I'll be doing in the future on my Twitter, which is at Kogostomus. The links to everything is in the description below. Any support means a lot right now when I feel like my future might be in jeopardy with this channel. And with that, enjoy the video. In the year 2014, the Indiana Pacers started off their season with a 42-13 record. Then, the team traded for Evan Turner and Andrew Bynum, two seemingly great role players that could add depth to the roster. But then, yeah, strangely, in the last 27 games of the year, the team got 13 wins and 14 losses. To make matters worse, Turner and teammate Lance Stevenson got in a physical fight just one game before the playoffs, and it was reportedly instigated by Andrew Bynum himself. When you keep adding more and more players like the Pacers did, sometimes things like this can happen, and all of a sudden, everything you've built comes crashing down. In Oklahoma City, things are just starting to get built, but with the amount of picks Sam Presti has in his Infinity Gauntlet, could OKC be going down the same path as the 2014 Pacers? Is it possible that they could be somehow too good? Today, we are going to be looking at Aleksej Pokusevski and the rest of the Thunder's young core that has been taking the league by storm, and what their potential might mean for all those other youngsters that OKC will draft in the next few years. Let's crunch the numbers and see exactly where this team will be once Presti uses up all those precious picks. But first, be sure to subscribe to the channel. We are making NBA content multiple times a week, and trust me, you are not gonna want to miss out on the things I have coming soon. With how small of a channel I am, I really do appreciate each and every subscriber, and with that, let's jump straight into this. Let's stop and really think about this team. Last year, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander proved to the world that he was legit, becoming the face of this team and almost becoming an all-star. Then, in the playoffs, Lu Dort proved to us that he was legit as well. So OKC comes into this year knowing that they have two quality long-term pieces before any of the process has started at all. Then we learn about this Serbian kid named Aleksej Pokusevski. If you haven't heard of Poku's name yet, well, just take one look at him and you can figure out pretty quickly why he's been the talk of the town. The kid is 7 feet tall, under 200 pounds, can move and play like a guard, and on top of everything, is only 19 years old. In an age where unicorns are becoming more and more common in the NBA, Poku's game and build has out-unicorned the NBA's founding unicorn fathers like Kristaps Porzingis and Giannis Antetokounmpo. This is something special. Okay, so now we have three keepers on this team before Presti has even started using any of the 17 first-round picks he has from 2021 to 2026. And yes, you heard me right, 17 first-round picks. But then you have to ask yourself, what about guys like Theo Madelon? He could make the all-rookie first team. Is he a part of the team's long-term plans? How about Darius Bazley? Is Presti willing to slash his minutes in half when he begins using all these draft picks? Moses Brown had 20 rebounds the other night. What are you gonna do with him? Let's break things down. Right now, you got Shai, Lu Dort, and Poku as the three guys you are guaranteed to keep for at least the next 3 to 5 years. We'll put Theo Madelon, Moses Brown, Isaiah Roby, and Darius Bazley in the maybe section. Now, let's dig deep into the numbers. So you already have 7 players that could could be involved in the future. Then, on top of that, the Thunder have their own pick for the 2021 NBA draft, which currently has a 42.1% chance of being a top 4 selection and a whopping 90.6% chance of being a top 7 pick. Even more impressive, they also get Houston's pick if it falls out of the top 4, which it has a 47.8% chance of doing. Sam Presti has used 3 top 7 draft picks in his career, and yup, let's just say he's pretty darn good at using them, and next year he has a 43.4% chance of getting 2 top 7 picks, and practically a 100% chance of getting at least 1. Taking everything into account, it's fair to say that the Thunder are gonna get their guy next year, potentially someone that will be the face of the franchise for years and possibly decades. But remember, they have to play this game for 5 more years. In 2022, they'll be introducing potentially 3 new young guys from the first round, and with Presti's drafting history, we can say pretty confidently that at least 2 of them will be something valuable. So now you have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Lu Dort, Poku, 2 big-time college stars from the 2021 NBA draft, and either 1, 2, or 3 new guys of the 2022 NBA draft. Things are starting to look a little stacked. 2023 makes things even crazier. This year, they can swap their picks with both the Suns and the Clippers. And if Chris Paul ages and Kawhi and PG leave LA, this could legitimately mean that OKC gets 2 more big-time college names on top of the other 2 big-time college names they already got in 2021, on top of either 1, 2, or 3 first-round draft pick players from 2022, on top of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Lu Dort, and Aleksej Pokusevski. At this point, the Thunder are going to be a good team, but the cycle does not end there. They are still trapped for another 3 years. When will it end? When can the team take a breath and finally gain chemistry? The answer is not for a while, because from 2023 to 2026, the Thunder could use a maximum of 13 first-round draft picks. 13 picks, all in the first round, in 3 years. If the Heat, Clippers, Rockets, or Suns are by any chance not that great in another 4 years or so, the Thunder will be throwing players selected high in the lottery at a team that is already playoff bound with the core that they have. They will never have any time to ever build together. Simply put, we have never seen anything like this. We usually see teams stack up on picks for a short period of time, but Presti has stacked up for 6 years. Do you remember when the Celtics seemed overloaded with talent a couple years back? That was because they had high picks in 4 straight drafts, and in those drafts took the 4 best players they could. They absolutely killed it, but at the end of the day, this overload of talent led to turmoil. What saved the Celtics was that this cycle of getting top tier picks ended in 2018. But imagine if it didn't. Imagine if it never ended. Imagine if during all this turmoil, a couple new lottery selections kept popping up every year and forcing themselves into the rotation on top of everything else this Celtics team had to deal with. When I look at a team like the Thunder, the only thing I can think is, are we really going to have to wait until 2026 to see OKC get its core used to playing with each other? Or perhaps, are we going to see a reincarnation of the 2014 Pacers, except this time for a generation? Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Trust me, you are not gonna want to miss out on what I have coming soon. So please do click that little red button. And remember, I do have that backup channel I talked about in the beginning of this video. Just to keep things safe, my channel is at risk of being taken down. So please do subscribe to that as well if you enjoy my content. And with that, stay safe out there.